I was keeping tabs on Gestalt, Steam and Cinder for a few years now, when I was captivated by its wonderful pixel art and the mechanic steampunk settings. The announcement trailer left me full of uncertainty and anticipation, and it was a pleasant surprise to finally see its release date. Now that I could play it, I must say that it left me unsatisfied and wanting for more, for better or worse. But a good game at the end of the day. It is a Metroidvania that puts the main focus on its story, with a gameplay that, although it does not reinvent the genre, it's entertaining and has its own particular touches. Add to the beautiful and detailed pixel art with songs very much aligned in the settings, it becomes a game worth checking out. The story of Gestalt in Steam and Cinder is presented first with a brief glimpse in the past. At a certain point in time, a calamitous event took place. The sky split in two and a portal opened into the unknown. Horrifying creatures emerged from this dimension, unleashing chaos in the kingdom. In a last desperate attempt, mankind was forced to cross in the threshold in search of something with which to confront the sudden threat. Seizing the very power of the demons, they created armor of steel and steam, giving up their humanity in the process, but succeeding in accomplishing their task. It's a fairly complete prologue, and one from which I'll omit certain details that I think are more enjoyable in the game than reading it here. We follow the story of Aletheia, a sort of mercenary who will be immersed in a series of enigmatic events linked to the world beyond the portal. Her own origin and the kingdom was planned with the respect to what happened in the past. As I mentioned before, Gestalt and Steam and Cinder puts a special emphasis on the narrative, and in addition to adventures, we will also get a glimpse of what is happening with the other specific characters as the plot progresses. The narrative aspect will hook me the most about the game, in case it wasn't clear. It has some pretty interesting twists, a world of building that I would have liked to explore even more, though without giving spoilers, maybe I'll get my wish granted sometime. Then we have the gameplay, which has its ups and downs. Starting with exploration is a fairly linear Metroidvania. There are no secondary or secret areas, but it has the typical objects or collections that we cannot get until we acquire a particular skill. By the way, the collectibles here are gorgeous strategic around the map. Curious into it? There are also side quests, and in certain places there are boards with a more generic task such as kill X of this enemy. And the truth is that the latter felt like somewhat like an addition. For the combat theme, we have only two weapons at disposal, a sword of melee and a revolver to attack from a distance. The latter is what I found the most interesting, as the bullets we can load are limited, and are usually regenerated by attacking enemies. Eventually the ammunition can be upgraded and serve to break the posture of the enemies, basically stun them, more effectively than with just sword hits, and also for some puzzles. The combat itself felt a bit more monotonous to me at first. However, that feeling was elevated as I progressed, thanks to the stats and accessory systems, and the typical Metroidvania skills such as double jumping. With regards to enemies and bosses, some are a bit more challenging than others, but overall they're fine. The pose and barren stance are okay against some of them, which gave us more dynamism. In Gestalt, Steam and Cinder, our progress is represented by a skill tree that revolves around weapons and movements, and repriority of accessories that give us passive bonuses and permanent improvements. On the skill side, we have points to distribute through the aforementioned tree, and in general we can choose which stats to upgrade or which move to unlock as we wish. The curious thing about the system is that the points can be obtained in several ways, such as leveling up, finding certain spheres that will give us some points when we destroy them, or tethering with some points and fast travel portals. Accessories go hand in hand with the previous system, as they grant us passive bonuses that increase our stats, and some can even be combined with the blacksmiths to improve their effectiveness. The game's mechanic